Today I'm making a classic favorite with a crispy twist. It's chicken cordon bleu. It's golden on the outside, juicy on the inside, and filled with melted cheese and savory turkey. Let's jump right in. I'm using thick chicken breasts, so I'm butterflying them open to make them thinner and more even. This helps the chicken cook evenly and makes it much easier to roll. For this recipe, you'll also need sliced ham. I'm using turkey, and you also need some cheese of your choice, usually Swiss, but I'm using Asiago and Parmesan. You'll also need flour, eggs, breadcrumbs, salt and pepper, all-purpose seasoning, garlic and herb seasoning, and a little oil for cooking. Simple ingredients, but they come together beautifully. Now that we're done butterflying our chicken, you're going to add a sheet of parchment paper down, and then you're going to place the chicken on top, and you're going to place another piece of parchment paper on top of that. If you have a meat mallet, use that. I don't have one, so I found the next best thing. Pounding out the meat until it is flat. Once that's done, we're going to season with salt, all-purpose seasoning, garlic and herb seasoning, and black pepper to build flavor. Next, we're going to layer the turkey and cheese over the chicken. Try not to overfill, just enough to get that perfect cheesy center. And you want to save a little bit for the sauce. Now we're going to carefully roll the chicken up nice and tight, making sure you tuck in the sides as you go. You can secure them with toothpicks if needed. Once the chicken is rolled, I wrapped each one tightly in plastic wrap, and then I popped them in the freezer for about 30 minutes. This just helps everything stay together when cooking. A quick tip when wrapping the chicken, I use the counter to help roll it tightly. The plastic wrap sticks to the counter, which makes it much easier to get a nice firm roll. Now we're just going to pop this in the freezer for about 30 minutes while we prep everything else. So for the eggs, a good rule of thumb when determining how many eggs to use is about 1 egg for every 2 chicken breasts. Once all your eggs are cracked, you want to beat the eggs and set that aside. Next, you want to add some flour to a plate. I like to season my flour, so I seasoned it with black pepper, some complete seasoning, and then I gave that a little mix and set that aside. And to another plate, you want to add some breadcrumbs. You want to start with about 1.5 cups of breadcrumbs, and I like to season mine with the garlic and herb seasoning. Give that a little mix and set that aside. After about 30 minutes, I take my chicken out the freezer and I unwrap them, and this is how it looks. We're going to coat each piece in flour, then you want to dip it into the eggs. Next, you want to finish with a generous layer of breadcrumbs. Make sure you press it in gently so the coating sticks well. And this is how it should look. We're going to set this one aside and finish coating the rest of our chicken. Now we're going to heat some oil in a pan over medium heat. Once the oil is hot, you want to carefully add the chicken and cook it until it's golden brown on all sides. Take your time here, you want a crispy crust without burning it. Once the chicken is nice and crispy on the outside, I transfer it to an oven-safe dish and bake it at 400 degrees for about 20 minutes or until the internal temperature reaches 165 degrees Fahrenheit. I always check with a meat thermometer. Once it hits 165 degrees Fahrenheit, it's good to go. Let the meat rest and let's start on the sauce. To a saucepan, you want to add 2 tablespoons of butter and let that melt. Then we're going to add 2 tablespoons of flour, Mix it well and bring it to a light boil. Next, we're going to add about 1 tablespoon of garlic. Once that becomes fragrant, we're going to add about 1.5 cups of heavy cream. And we're going to season with the same seasonings that we used for the chicken. At this point, the sauce was looking a little thicker than I like, so I added a bit more heavy cream. This part is totally optional, just adjust it to your preference. Bring that to a light simmer, and now we're going to add in our cheese. I added the rest of the Asiago cheese and the Parmesan cheese. Once the cheese is melted, you want to add about a handful of fresh chopped parsley. And now our sauce is done, so it's time to plate. This pairs well with my garlic and herb mashed potatoes and asparagus. And that's it, homemade chicken cordon bleu. Crispy, cheesy, and perfect for any dinner. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.